Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 65 of the Essential Zodiac Podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia McNulty.
And I'm Audrey Fannin.
Today, we will be talking about the Cancer new moon. But first, be sure to check out all the new specials I have for July on my website, especially for those of you who are born in July. Now is the time for your solar return. You can find out more about your return and how to order on my website under current promotions. So the Cancer new moon occurs on July 5th, right after our holiday. When we are under the influence of this moon, we feel a little bit more tender and more vulnerable than we do at other times. Cancer new moon, it's a water sign. Cancer is a water sign. It's also in its element. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the energy is working at its optimal energy. It's perfect energy. You'll have the urge to put up stronger walls between you and others in order to protect yourself. This is one of Cancer's tricks, living behind your castle walls so you could feel safe. So during the moon in Cancer transit, you'll feel more protective, not only over yourself, but for those you love. You know, it'll be a kind of the thing where you want to circle the wagons and bring all your near and dear, into your group, into the circle. Cancer is the sign of mothering energy. So during this moon, you'll feel a stronger urge to nurture and care for everyone as if they were one of your children. Now, I will caution you here. Be sure not to take on too much so that, you're not taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're getting your self-care in and don't take on everyone else's burdens. Domestic matters will feel more important than usual, and you will find yourself wanting to be at home, surrounded by your loved ones. This is a great time to invite people over to share stories over a meal or gather friends for a night of games. It's the summertime now, so good time to get out the barbecue, maybe have a game night, think about it and be creative. Emotions will be heightened during the Cancer moon, and it's easy to become moody if you don't express how you're feeling. But don't worry, this extra emotion doesn't have to be a bad thing. You'll have an easier time tuning into your emotional needs, giving you a better understanding of what you need in life to feel satisfied. Harnessing the energy of the Cancer new moon involves setting intentions that align with emotional well-being and personal growth. This is an ideal time to reflect on the areas of our lives where we seek emotional security and connection. Whether it's strengthening relationships, cultivating self-love, or addressing emotional blocks, the Cancer new moon provides a fertile ground for planting the seeds of intention. Remember, new moon, set intentions. The nurturing and essence of this lunar event supports the growth of these intentions, allowing us to embark on a journey of emotional transformation. Now I'm going to take a short little break, and when I come back, I'll have your Cancer new moon horoscopes.
Stay connected between episodes of the Essential Zodiac Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and X. We hope you'll like and follow the podcast and leave a comment or question for Cindy while you're there. You can also sign up for Cindy's Sky Watch Journal, a monthly email newsletter delivered right to your inbox. Back to you, Cindy.
Thanks, Audrey. Okay, so the Cancer new moon horoscopes. Aries. Homebody isn't a word that's often associated with you, Aries, but your family and cultural roots go deep, and this July new moon in Cancer calls you home to them. Knowing where you come from gives you a safe place to land and a launching pad for all your activities out in the world. Taurus. Try a little tenderness, Taurus. While you're typically more matter-of-fact and pride yourself on telling it like it is, at this new moon, you might work on choosing your words more carefully. A little sensitivity can go a long way towards making other people feel seen and understood. Gemini. We all have needs, Gemini, and at this July new moon in Cancer, you're most concerned with getting those bare necessities for yourself and for the people you care about. Remember, though, that emotional needs like love, acceptance, and belonging can be just as vital for survival as food, clothing, and shelter. Cancer. Get ready for rebirth, Cancer. This new moon could be the beginning of a personal renaissance for you as you shed old identities and slip into new realms of possibility. Just choose carefully where you want to go and who you want to go with you into this next phase of life. Leo. Feeling a little crabby at this July new moon in Cancer, Leo? It might be your subconscious telling you that it's time to turn within. Give yourself whatever nourishment your body, mind, and soul are craving at this time. Learn how to soothe yourself so you can keep putting your best foot forward. Virgo. Your vibe attracts your tribe, Virgo. So at this new moon, you'll want to be mindful of the vibes you're putting out. The safer and more welcoming your energy feels to others, the more likely you'll be surrounded by friends and acquaintances who make you feel at home. Libra. When you love what you do, Libra, work can become like a second home, and clients or colleagues can start to feel like family to you. Still, at this new moon, you might make some distinctions between the personal and the professional to give yourself a better work-life balance. Scorpio. You are what you consume, Scorpio. Not only the food you eat, but also what you feed your mind. And at this new moon, you might be craving some comfort food for the soul. Nourishing yourself with uplifting and inspiring images, ideas, and influences can be an act of self-care. Sagittarius. Sharing is caring. So at this new moon, look for ways to share what you've got with others. Resources may feel scarce right now, but add your money, possessions, skills, talent, energy, or time to what others have to offer, and you'll find that there's plenty to go around. Capricorn. There's strength and vulnerability, Capricorn, and at this new moon, it has the power to transform your relationships for the better. Still, there's nothing wrong with being selective about what you share and with whom. Open your heart to others in the way that feels most safe and appropriate for you. Aquarius. Change starts within, Aquarius, but it's the little things you do each day to nurture your growth that add up to true transformation. Whether you're aiming to learn a new skill or establish a healthy habit, tend to your new moon intentions with care and handle yourself with care as well. And finally, Pisces. When you've given your all to a project, it becomes like a baby to you. So it's only natural, Pisces, to feel a bit protective of your creations. Still, at this new moon, you shouldn't close yourself off from receiving constructive criticism, especially from the people who care about you the most. So that ends today's episode. Our next episode will be about the second full moon in Capricorn, and that will air on July 19th. I hope you tune in. And remember, with astrology, you can chart your life's course.
Thanks for joining us for today's episode of the Essential Zodiac Podcast. Do you have a question about astrology you'd like Cindy to answer in an upcoming episode? Send an email with your question to her at ezpodcast@yahoo.com. That's the letter E, the letter Z, podcast@yahoo.com. You can also ask your question on social media. Look for The Essential Zodiac on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And be sure to visit essentialzodiac.com to check out the latest specials and services.